free, and enjoy more of what the world has to offer in this action one, because this is where most human beings screw the pooch.
So a little one-person trampoline, very,
I screen shared it. Like, there's no excuse. Like, phone numbers are just out there. You just got to pick up the phone, smile, and dial. So.
Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises at 7 a.m. live every weekday morning to help you become the best entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and you care about most. Personal development. And what we are going to talk about today is when so this is a little on the unfortunate side, but very, very common. And this is more me speaking from personal experience. How you feel about it, how you engage with people who are going through it is definitely going to be different for you. But again, these are ways that I combat this. And as you can see, the heading above me, when I feel empty, or the subtitle below me, Instagram can't see this, is what to do when you feel empty inside. What to do when you feel empty inside. This is becoming more and more common, kind of a feeling in your gut that you're not sure what it is. In Viktor Frankl's book, The Man's Search for Meaning, he talks a lot about the existential vacuum. And at the end of the episode, we're going to read a little passage from there and how there needs to be something to fill us with purpose or meaning, or whenever we're just feeling bad, you're having a down day, or things aren't going right for you. There's something about this emptiness inside us when we're not on track with what it is that we want to be doing. Whatever we're doing isn't filling us up enough. This could be, I'm not investing enough money. I don't like my job. I'm not happy with my partner. I'm not happy with where I live. All of these external things can sometimes cause us to feel internally very empty on the inside. And this is not good. This really hurts our ability to perform, our ability to show up, for not only ourselves. And what we do here is, if we believe in the ripple effects, so what we do not only affects ourselves, but the people around us and generations to come, right? So that would be my first ask, is if we could take a perspective of trying to think, feel, and observe ourselves and look at things from the outside, maybe looking at other people or other things that we care about. Let's go to the board real quick. Maybe we can give, these are the two examples I like to use most when I personally am feeling a little empty on the inside, and that what can fill us up with joy, make us feel a little bit better. It's a rainy day, so I think this is a good time to talk about this stuff. Hopefully it can make you feel better in a time of need, or you can use this tool, or just get yourself thinking in your own situation, how you are feeling, how you're doing when you feel empty. So this is going to happen. Episode 194, when you feel empty. When you feel empty, we have a couple choices. And that is one of the most powerful things for humans, right? Is that we do have a choice. We have a choice to change the course of how things are going for us, how we are feeling. And so we just wanted to quickly go over how I feel when I'm feeling empty inside. And Viktor Frankl, in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, which I think is an absolute gem, must read, we either can mix this up with emptiness or meaningfulness. I can't even say the word, it's so long. But when you feel like you don't have a whole lot of meaning, and this can get us out of whack. And it's just, think for a second how wild that is, how some days you can just be so locked in to what it is that you want to do, how you're going about it. And then other days you can't help but ponder and question and wonder if things were just different, or if you didn't feel how you were feeling right now. So the first recommendation is always make sure there is meaning. that we give something a meaning. As long as something is given a meaning, so I want you to think of a tough time that you've gone through. I want you to think of something that you've overcome that has come with discomfort. This could be, say, in the past, it was a weight loss goal, or maybe you're on the current path to, say, losing weight now, or maybe it was a relationship that hurts you really badly in the past. And then how, as you gave it, as you evolved and you grew, you were able to give it a meaning and you were able to withstand the suffering. So when a meaning is present, we already know that we can withstand suffering. Withstand suffering. This is very important. This is a skill, being able to withstand. In Viktor Frankl's book, he withstands the suffering of being at a concentration camp and feeling empty inside, that his life has literally been taken from him. And no, we don't have to be in concentration camps to feel this way, but it is more and more common for us, just anybody who does not have a meaning, does not have purpose, to feel this way, to feel empty. And there are two tricks that I like to always refer back to when, I kind of wrote these out of order, but they're both very, very powerful. These are the two that I always love to refer to back for myself, for clients, whoever. Whenever you do feel empty, continue to think, grow, and evolve in one of these two categories. Again, think, key part. What we focus on is what we feel, think, evolve, and action. With one of these two, think, evolve, and action. So the first one would be your career in some way. When it comes to the purpose that we have and the meaning that we give, you can usually tie it to the work that we are doing and we are conducting for not only ourselves, but for the people in your work. Can you find meaning in the growth, and the growth of your work, knowing that you are getting better? Is there any particular task is there any particular skill that you could implement? Is the career that you currently have making you feel empty in general? Would you belong? Do you feel like you truly belong in a different industry? Do you feel that it would be better for you to explore other options to at least give you peace of mind to know that you tried? Usually we only regret the things that we do not try. So keeping it under career, seeing how you can give that part of your career meaning. Maybe today it would just be something small of doing something nice for somebody you work with. And I know a lot of people might be off for the holidays. I know a lot of entrepreneurs aren't. So that's why we're here hustling and grinding here today for these guys. But in the career field, is there any skills that you could think, evolve, take action on, give growth? And maybe this could give you some more meaning to help with feeling empty inside. So usually whenever I'm feeling empty, I'm refocusing on the career and the impact we want to make with people, and how can we do this actually? Is it just taking action on making more videos? Is it just writing more blog posts? Is it just making more calls to just tell people, call them, let them know that, hey, I'm here to support you. If there's absolutely anything you can need to help find your purpose, I am right here with you. What do we need to do? And getting lost in this action, in this thought, and evolving that and trying to grow that always makes the emptiness inside me go away, make me feel a lot better. So we could do career, making sure that your career is lined up to get away that empty feeling inside. And the next one would be love for another. Love. They say it's the most powerful thing on the planet. Can you deny, right? Power of love. Let's see if I can draw a heart today. Not terrible. Love for another. So this could be for a family member. This could be for a partner. This could be for a close friend. This could be for whenever you feel empty. There's something about when you talk to somebody who you love and you care about. It's like this reassuring thing, because usually those good people in your lives, and I'd like to argue a lot of people have good people in their lives, they just haven't talked to them in a while, because we might get caught up with work, we might get caught up with being sick, we might get caught up with being injured, we might get caught up with moving. Life gets busy, right? And we all have a lot of moving parts. But there's something special about when you're talking to somebody you love, and it's just even just hearing their voice, it's confirming what they're doing, or them being encouraging back to you, whatever it is. And understand that your work, so say under your career, your work is for another. Your work is for another person. Your work is for the love of the people who you do genuinely love. So whenever I'm feeling empty inside, I try to come back to these two basics to refocus on my work, to understand that I do have meaning, I do have purpose, I do have a reason to be here in this crazy world. I do have purpose not only for myself, but for my family, my beloved girlfriend. All of these factors kind of come back and they help me refocus, focus on what matters most. Focus on what matters truly to me. Because we can all see that we're all on different paths. What works for you is not necessarily what's going to work for me, and vice versa. But if you're able to focus on the feeling and the engagement of what it is you do for people and the love that you have for another, it can really help and dissipate the emptiness. And by God, we need to have a meaning. You got to have a meaning. Because if you have a meaning, you can withstand suffering. Remember that. Life is always suffering, or not to pull too much from the Buddha or get down in that rabbit hole today, but everything that we do, there's going to be pain involved, there's going to be suffering involved, and it is going to be up to us. It is going to be up to me personally to figure out the meaning behind all of this work. Getting up early in the morning sucks. Writing every single day sucks. Right? Trying to scramble and read for hours, trying to come up with content. Sometimes that stuff sucks. But the purpose behind it, whether we're educating people who do feel empty inside, or maybe we're just taking the time to be supportive for the people I love and care about most, because if we can turn these into good, profitable companies and support the people that we love and care about, what's that going to be worth? That helps me alleviate the emptiness in me, and that helps me withstand any suffering and grinding that we have to do. Even say it's a holiday, and we're just coming on here live to try and talk things out and try and help support people as much as we can. So that's what I do when I feel the emptiness inside. A third recommendation, if you're into that, and the last we'll end on, is always meditation. Meditation. If you're looking for answers and you're trying to dissipate the emptiness inside, that's always a good one. But whenever I meditate, the feeling always comes back, and the actions always are usually within this world of my career or love for another person. So think of who maybe you could, the challenge could be, who do you want to, could you reach out to anybody today that you love, that you want to talk about? Could you do anything really nice for somebody that you love? Could you focus on a career? Could you read one article today that could help you with your career? Could you watch one YouTube video? Could you just focus on the moment when you're actually providing value, and say you are working today and you're just focusing on the work that you're doing and the skills and the experience that you're gaining and what it's for? Who are you delivering this to? Who is this helping? If our mindset and our focus is right on the right things, then it's going to be a lot easier to evolve and to grow and to take consistent action. So you can kind of see how this all starts working together. So when you're feeling empty inside, what you focus on is what you feel. And these are the two things I like to focus on most: your career and love for another. That's all I got for today. It's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I hope you found this helpful in some way or another. I know a lot of people are feeling empty nowadays, and it absolutely breaks my heart. But all we can do is continue to get better, continue to grow and evolve. Cheers to that, am I right? So I hope this was helpful in some regards, and we'll be live here again tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Cheers to you all. I'm out of here. Until next time, episode 194, What to Do When You Feel Empty Inside.